did Saqqara, we did the museum. I think we did all of the museum. We did all of the museum. So now we're up to actual Dendera. So after the museum, we flew. This is day 5, Dendera. So yeah, I skipped day 3. I was sick. Day 4, museum. We flew to Luxor. And then the next day, we got up early, drove to Dendera. It's a long way. That's the only bad thing about. I mean, actually, Dendera's not too bad. Dendera's like an hour and a half. But then if you go all the way out to Abydos after that, it's another hour and a half. And then so you got to get back to Luxor if you do both of those in one day. And it's like a 3.5 hour bus ride. So yeah, this is Dendera, Temple of Hathor. Pretty cool stuff. You get nice angles on it when you're outside. I mean, I've got a lot of these photos before. You can see actually Yusuf here is actually hugging one of the dudes on the site. This is just connections at work, you know. And there's Mo there as well. At Dendera, the Zodiac's up here, right? So this is one of the coolest little pieces with all of the Zodiac. You've got I don't know all this. I try to take people through some of it. I just let Yusuf do it usually. So yeah, this is all on the ceiling. My phone takes a nice picture of it. You have Nut, the primordial goddess. You can see her stretching here. Her arms and her body is made of water, and it stretches all the way around to her feet at the other end, if I can find it. So this is her body, and then it wraps right around the bottom here too. You can see her feet right at the bottom there, like stretches around. And it's made of water. It's like the primordial ocean. Nut is the cosmos. So she's like the cosmos, which is the background for the stars and the constellations. And you have 6 months of the year on one end of the temple, and then 6 months of the year on the other. And you can see all the different star signs and things in here. Let's see. I know on the other end you see Pisces and Virgo and all the regular star signs. So.
Like brick walls, you know, how do you call that? When you add a layer of something.
Plaster?
Yeah, something like that. Is it plaster or is it just
They
like the
definitely added plaster.
Scorpion.
In fact, you see this in the crypts here at this site. This
is actually interesting though. So they leave a square. They leave this like a square of it to show you what the temple roof was like. Because people obviously living in this structure for hundreds and hundreds of years, and they're doing cook fires and shit. So soot. The ceiling was literally all looked like this everywhere, just covered in soot.
Even though the Coptics damaged much of this.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's serious when she says thanks for that. that may be.
They would carve the limestone.
That's like a thanks for like ruining my Thursday nights or whatever. Doesn't matter. Thursday nights are race nights around here.
And you see evidence for this in the crypts because there's a lot of the plaster still there.
Me talking, whatever. Dendera. It is very cool. And I was taking them, I guess I was doing it this way. Although, I could definitely turn those videos around and look at them the other way. Yeah, anyway, so it's just beautiful. I mean, look at this damn temple, man. It's just amazing. It's nice, on these tours, it's very nice to take people in and show them what the dynastics were capable of. Like it's really, really nice. Like they were capable of some just astonishing work, and it's beautiful temples, and you know it's amazing work. And these were all made. This is like stacked sandstone, you know, and then it's plastered over, mud brick ramps, all that shit. I had a guy I saw a comment the other day. I can't help myself sometimes. I really shouldn't do this, but the guy's like, "Oh yeah. Too bad." He did a comment on my Karnak video. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, it's too bad you didn't show people the mud brick ramps that people used to build this." And then, of course, and he's just like, "I just think of the pyramid. They just made mud brick ramps on the pyramids. Don't you know? The evidence is right there. Mud brick's really easy to make." I'm like, yes, there are mud brick ramps at Karnak. Yes, they used them. That is indeed how they made the sandstone infrastructure there. But if you think that's got anything to do with building a 455-foot high pyramid with 70 and 80-ton granite blocks in them, you know, dozens of them in the center of it, good luck with that. Ramp would have to be a mile long, like longer. Sandstone or limestone? I'm pretty sure it's sandstone. Might be limestone. But this is dynastic, 100%. This is probably Ptolemaic even. So late period. Not quite late period, but Ptolemaic. There's Pisces, the fish. And there's Aquarius here somewhere too, with the man bearing the pitcher of water. one of these days I'm going to go through this and highlight this and make a little video about it, because I think the Zodiac's an interesting cross-cultural reference, you know? The Zodiac's one of those things that seems to have come from almost like a precursor civilization. You have the Zodiac goes back well and truly into dynastic Egypt as well as across other cultures, and you have very similar, you know, stars, like this constellations are kind of recognized in similar fashions. So, yeah, beautiful temple either way. Like, it's very cool. There's Aquarius, the man bearing the pitcher of water right here. There he is, pouring out the water. I was trying to tell these guys a story about, you know, this is all in the Bible too, right? This is all like the Old Testament, the New Testament, and then so what happened before that and after that. It's all allegorical constellation ages, right? So it's, I mean, right now we're in the age of Pisces. So the constellation behind which the sun rises on the spring solstice is Pisces. We're transitioning out of Pisces, and it's called the precession of the equinox. So it's just going backwards through the zodiac signs or the constellations. So we're moving into the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius, the whole song, right? And before this was the age of Aries, the ram, right here, right? There's Aries. And then before that, Taurus, the bull. Yeah? So that was before Aries. And you can break up this 26,000 year cycle into 12 signs of the zodiac. You end up with like 2,500 years, somewhere in that range. Some of the constellations are obviously wider than others, so it's not like this precise defined boundaries between the ages. We're not quite overlapping with Aquarius yet. I think we're in the transit. We're getting close. We're still in Pisces. It's going to take a couple hundred years yet to get into Aquarius proper, but we are getting in there. We're in the transition pretty much. And so you go with this boundary of like 2,000-ish years, more or less, right? Some of them are more, some of them are less. And you start looking at the Bible from that perspective, and it gets pretty interesting. So there's Nut again, with her body being the cosmos. Pisces. These are inside the many chapels that are dedicated to different gods. Beautiful stuff. The interesting thing about these is as you actually look at the bottom of these columns, they're granite. So they're recycled pieces of columns from older structures that were originally granite. So there may well have been another granite structure here from the Old Kingdom, or before down here. So, and then this is Jimmy made a video about this at one point. This is like where they took up some floor tiles, and there's other pieces. I think these are just offcuts from other columns, smaller columns that they've used as foundation. Look at that strobing effect. Super strobe. This always happens down here. I don't know why. I guess my frame rate's just slightly out of whack with the lights. You can wax digital tech all you want to. We could talk for days about this crazy setup. The evolution of the stream setup. LED lights, maybe. I don't think it's LED. I think it's a hertz rate. LEDs don't flicker like that. It's the hertz rates on like fluorescent bulbs, cheap lights, or maybe it is LED. I don't know. What do I know? Here we go. This is like the Dendera light bulbs with the strobing light bulbs. The hertz setting on the camera. Yeah, it's like 60 hertz, 60 FPS, or 59.95 or whatever it is. These are in the crypts, like these are in behind the walls, and I actually got some nice pictures of the light bulb here because I've finally got like it's on my phone, so actually I can tell you what the rate is. Where is it? Because this is a phone. These are pixels, so 59.52 FPS, and they're like typically at like these are 1080 over here, but yeah, 59.92 FPS. I hope you all enjoyed that video. I'm trying to make these things a bit more of a regular upload to my second channel here, the UnchartedX Live channel. So please do consider subscribing to this channel. That really helps me out. Big thanks to Dub Selector for taking the time to edit these videos. Very much appreciate his help on this. Also, if you want to catch me live over on Twitch, I am streaming 2-3 times a week. I generally announce when I'm going to stream in my Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, take a look below in the comments. There'll be a link to the Discord. And if you like the work that I'm doing, please do consider supporting the channel through the value for value model. There's lots of ways that you can support the work that I'm doing. It's all outlined on my website. It's unchartedx.com/support. We'll catch you in the next one.